Good morning, I'm still getting sorted. Hello, NA, how's everybody doing? Oh, well, it's 4:50 AM for me here, and I'm still sipping coffee. And I'm just going to drop the webcam off. Why? Because this is an official tournament stream, and I'm waking up, drinking coffee, and having a snifty little smoke. Anyway, we are rolling out today with rain. That's correct. Go out at, well, on the hour against GG. So let's have a look what we've got. It's going to be rain against GG going out on Middelburg and then Alpenstadt in about 10 minutes from now. So let's have a look in Middelburg. Again, sorry I'm keeping the replay off, but there is a reason. I'm having, you know, one of those moments. So this is Middelburg. Always a map that makes the tournament scene, and always a map that, wow, it's always interesting. So what can I say about Middelburg? Well, let's get a pie and have a look. So if this is a public match, you generally get teams that know what they're doing going to the C cap, teams that don't know what they're doing, or en masse down into the B. And that's a public game. What happens in a tournament? Well, in a tournament, you'll generally get teams sending their lights up here to get those early spots, and unless they're doing a full-on C-strat. If they're doing a full-on C-strat, they'll also send their IS-4s and E5s, get into positions like this, behind this little mound from this side, same on the other side, and going all down around here. Looking to see with that Vickers or medium, with its good view range, what is coming up that hill, if anything. Same goes on the other side. Heavy tanks, however, do spawn in the bottom dip. So it's not uncommon to get at least one tank, maybe not a heavy, maybe they'll just turn it around and send a medium down here to come down and take this B cap quickly. Of course, that's if they're doing a C strat. If they're doing a town strat, then they'll still send generally a Vickers or a medium or something along those lines up to the top to C. And then the rest of the team, they'll drop one into B and then try and rotate the rest all the way around to put pressure on this A cap. If that happens, generally from the other side, well, you normally have a tank in this position. Just to do that, just to be careful on that. That's of course if they're not doing an A strat. If they do an A strat, it's just a mirror of what we've just seen from the B strat. With the rest of the team going along all the way up this ridge to try and get to that C cap. As they go up here, you'll tend to see some teams putting blind shots across, trying to smack something. Then you'll have the team, if they're doing the C-strat, bunkering down again in this position, like I said, which is a mirror. Sometimes you'll even have cheeky people with an E5 or an IS4 get to this position. It's only a little bit of protection, but it's enough sometimes. Can be reset with an HE, however. Middelburg, wow, everybody says it's all about the high ground, a bit like Obi-Wan and Anakin. That's not necessarily correct. I have seen instances when the high ground doesn't actually do anything for you whatsoever. But time will tell. So let's jump out of there. The other map is Alpenstadt. Do I have Alpenstadt here? I don't. Look at that. No Alpenstadt. Clearly, we've not played Alpenstadt. I've not streamed Alpenstadt. I don't even think I've got one in the replays, which is annoying. Which means I have to really start one up. Oh my god, yeah, I'm going to have to start one up. Now basically, what I've been thinking of doing, to be honest with you, is I'm going to do little videos of these, so it's much easier next time. I didn't think of it, I only thought about doing this when, what do I do? I only thought about doing this when, at the start of this tour. And I just haven't had the time to put the videos together, so I would have done videos, to be perfectly honest. And then I could press those, and it'd be easy flyovers, and everything would be so much easier. But I didn't think about it. I thought about it now, obviously. I've been thinking about it recently, but I just haven't had the time to do it. And it's the reason why I'm doing these flyovers now. Anyway, let's jump out. Let's dump the room and then go into Alpenstadt. We may get to Alpenstadt, you never know, because GG's riding high, as you can see. I'm not gonna ready up. We've still got 4 minutes, so we've got plenty of time. So let's have a quick overview of Alpenstadt whilst the teams are readying up down there. Hello, Northern Tanker 79. How are you doing? So, let's get up high. In Alpenstadt, what you get on public matches, everybody's sort of heading towards this route. DD's camping their backsides there, and the mediums and the lights getting to here. That's not normally what happens in a tour, though. In a tour, you normally get the mediums and the lights from this side, going around here sometimes, maybe as far as this bush to get those spots onto the A cap. Unless, of course, they're doing an A strat, then that's a bit different. You may get them trying to push heavily into A. From the other side, well, crossing is always difficult because you can get spotted from that bush. But if they do cross, then they're looking to get into positions like this. This way they can put a nice small down tank there, put a bit of pressure on the B cap, and move forward to this kind of a position to get those spots. What generally happens, though, is that they always tend to have a heavy type tank, sometimes a mouse along those lines, looking here on this ridge, down in this little gully that you can see, to reset the B cap, and the other team will normally have one down here by the rock, just here. 9 times out of 10, some clans like to go to the C strat, and they like to go some tanks out wide, like IS4s, E5s, taking it tentatively round here, sticking a tank round by this rock just to prevent anything from hitting, dropping into C, with other tanks just holding back a little bit. From the other side, well, clans will drop down, go onto this bridge, try and get to a haul down position like here. You can do it nicely in things like a 215B, an E5, etc. The only thing is you have to be careful of the cross shots coming in from that direction, but you can effectively stop the reset on, you can do the reset on the B cap, on the C cap, sorry. What you generally find is that you have a brawl around the B, between the B and the C areas. Very rare that you have it on the A cap unless both teams go to the A cap, of course. But again, as I keep saying, these clans have multiple strats for these maps, so it all depends what strats they are taking. So let's jump into the room. Ready it up, and as you can see, we will have Rain on the south spawn, GG on the north spawn. GG have already ready it up. We have Oreo makes a I love this name. I keep Oreo makes her cream. Brilliant name. Amarat. Oh, sorry. Oreo makes her cream in an E5. Amarat in an IS4. Jerry Zhao in an IS4. Raigal in a Vickers. Raigai in an E5. Oh, I don't know how you say that. So I'm going to just call him YX in a T22 and 20 in an E5. Moving over to Rain, well, we have TJ in an E5, Fadu in an IS4, Glory in a Crown Wagon, His Royal Fatness in a Vickers, Dragon Krieg in an E5, Nike in an IS4, and Hated Fate in a Crown Wagon. Now, I did see on the official tournament Discord for Wargaming that they were trying to, I think it was Fadu was trying to offload TJ free of charge. Clearly nobody accepted the offer, and TJ is still the captain. I'm sure it was only done in jest. So we're due to go off, and excuse me while I keep the webcam off for a moment. I'm still waking up, guys. Plus, you know, you don't need to see my ugly mug at this time in the morning. It can only be off-putting. I must admit, I mean, Rain have been relatively impressive, but so is GG, so this is set to be a good game, to be perfectly frank. It all depends what mood they are all in. Depends who's up for it, so to speak. Well, we'll find out in less than 10 seconds, I guess. Who's having a good day and who's not. Who's got the strats, who hasn't. And who's got the hunger and who hasn't. Either way, whilst we're following Rain, and this is not to put a downer on it, we'll just follow the group all the way through, so it doesn't matter as far as the stream's compared who wins and who doesn't. As far as you lot are compared, I mean, there's going to be a lot of Rain supporters And no doubt there are GG supporters too. Looking at the hit point share, well, Rain have got, excuse me, the bonus hit points there, so it's a little comfort cushion. It's just, it's under 1,000, but it's enough. So if we look at the back of the map here and go up high, nobody is going at all down. Rain are going all the way up. Fatness going out wide actually in the Vickers. He's trying to get up the, he's trying to not get up there, he's just trying to get those spots. Glory in the Crown Wagon has got forward. You can see that YX has jumped in straight away into the C-cap, into the position that I pointed out. You nicely haul down. You can get a reset there with HE, but clearly that one just missed completely. The rest of GG are coming up slowly but surely to that positioning. So there may be a bit of a brawl. Rygal is looking to push out. His Royal Fatness is still there, so the whole of the Rain team are here, so they'll probably just stack up and then they're going to have to do the moves, let's put it that way. So Rain are going to have to take the initiative. Ryguy has been smacked so far, he's the only one who has been smacked. Nothing to motion about. Royal Fatness is looking like he's dropping down towards the B cap, he's going to be followed by TJ as well. But then again you got YX also dropping down the T22. Just have a look at that, I mean I'm not going to go too far. So Fatness has gone down, TJ in Heated Fate coming round, YX is just holding down there just in case. They're trying to put shots into Ryguy. Now here comes Fadu and Nike trying to push through. Dragon Krieg as well, along with Glory. So they're trying to put pressure here onto the team, onto GG at the C-cap. And you can see shots going into Ryguy. Ryguy is the focus of attention at the moment. He's lost more than half his hit points. Jerry Zhao has come in, but he's now Dragon Krieg. TJ's really aggressive going through there, trying to get them down. Oh, he takes a lot of pain though going through. Let's not kid ourselves. He gets to relative safety. Nike now comes around. Fadu is there, but they can't get rid of Ryguy, and they haven't got rid of Jerry. Now Ryguy goes. So they've got rid of a tank. They will now start capping C. They're looking to get rid of Jerry Zhao. Jerry will be the focus of the attention, followed by Oreo makes her cream, I would have thought. They're looking for those low tanks. Amarat is also low. So is Nike now. Down goes two of them. Makes her cream is now going to be the focus of attention, I would have thought. But Fadu not interested. Nike is getting out of there. His Royal Fatness, well, he's just trying to get the shots in. Rygal is being chased around. Down goes Jerry. Tunny is now being pushed a lot by Glory here. YX is coming in to try and help out. Down he goes. Bye-bye, Tunny. This is going to be impressive stuff. They have lost TJ. He did sort of aggressively push in. And it's going to be a win for Rain. Really well done. Can't really complain. They certainly made short, sharp shift of that. I mean, GG, to be fair, had the advantage. They had the game in their pocket, but wow, the push from Rain was just well coordinated. Great focus fire, able to pick off the tanks and dominate, to be perfectly honest with you. That's not to say GG did anything wrong, they didn't. So it was GG's to both, but congratulations to Rain, commiserations to GG. Rain have got 1 foot into the next round at the expense of GG. We're now going to go back out onto Middleburg, switching those spawn points. This time we're going to have GG on the south spawn, Rain on the north. GG have rid up with Oreo makes her cream in the Crown Wagon, Amarat in an E5, Jerry Zhao in an E5, Rygal in a Vickers, Ryguy in a Crown, YX in a T22, and Tunny in an E5. Moving over to Rain, well, now we have TJ in an E5, Fadu in an IS4, Glory in a Crown, is Royal Fatness in a Vickers, Dragon Krieg in an E5, Nike in an IS4, Heated Fate in a Cran. So not much change on that side, let's be honest. It's 5 AM now. Spicy. It wasn't 5 AM when I said it wasn't 5 AM. Anyway, I'll put this back on. So, as you can see, I'm looking half asleep. So we've still got about half a minute before we kick off here. One of my favourite type of games to commentate over. Oh god, they're all great to be fair. But the ones that go down to the wire Those are the ones. Like I had the other night on EU, where it was BPS, I think, against Sparta, and it really went down to the wire, and it took some really special playing from the guys to turn it around. And those are the sort of games that I love commentating on, because you just don't know which way it's going to go. The games that are not one-sided, the games that can go either way. Anyway, looking at the hit points, Rain again, topping the hit points. Not much, and you know, there's not much in it, to be fair. Are they going to do the same strat, or is it going to be completely different, or is it going to be same, but in reverse? Well, at the moment, it looks like it's going to be same, but in reverse, with the whole of Rain going up towards the sea. Royal Fatness is going to get there first, and he's going out wide again. Rygal is already into the sea cap. This time YX is going down, with the rest of the team coming up, so if the whole of Rain get up here, they will have an advantage in guns on the battlefield. Royal Fatness now spotting Rygal and also spotting Jerry. Oh, good shots going into Rygal as he tries to get out of the cap. So again, Rain are caps down, C and B. That puts a little bit more pressure on them, but I'm anticipating seeing Rain again pushing hard into. Oh, Warrior makes her cream, gets a bit of a smack as he comes along. Don't see Rain really hanging on too long here. We'll just wait for their tanks to stack up and then probably push. Fadu jumps into the C cap to try and take that in that position, like I told you. This time he's in IS. This time it's the IS-4 doing that, and you can see. I mean, you get good haul down capability just in that little bit, and it is just a tiny little thing, but it's enough. And it was enough for Fadu to take the cap back, or steal the cap, sorry, from GG. So there's still a cap down though. I mean, YX is probably looking to try and cap the A cap. TJ is feeling that, same as Fatness. So they're rotating. Rygal is also down there with YX. They're not going to push, they're just rotating to see if the cap pops. And as you can see, YX is going wide, which is normal. It's very rare that anybody goes straight into it. He's tentative, not knowing if there's anything in that position there. Same as Rygal. Back up to the top. Wow. Actually, the YX and Rygal are thinking that there's something coming around there, so they're pushing out of the A cap. They don't need it. They can see that they've got the points advantage at the moment, over 100. And they know that Rain have got to push somewhere. And TJ and Royal Fatness now looking to push into the A cap. They may come across YX down there. Fatness is just holding back in the Vickers. TJ decides to get straight into the A cap and puts himself into a position where it's almost impossible to shoot him. Shots are still being traded in the top. The Vickers of Rygal. Well, TJ now I'm expecting will just rotate out. So now Rain will start accumulating those cap points nicely, to the point where it may put GG under a bit of pressure to consider pushing at the top here. His Royal Fatness is not rotating out. He's going to stay there in support of TJ just in case. Both of them know from their experience and their knowledge that the chances of GG sending anything more than 2 tanks down are pretty slim. And if they haven't pushed on the A cap now, they're probably not going to. And the other thing is, they know that they've still got tanks up here because they're being spotted. And that sends important information to them. As you can see, they're catching up on the points now, but here comes Rygal, here comes GG. GG thinking that they need to get the cap back, so they are pushing. This is why Rain wasn't doing anything. Rain was just waiting there for this to happen. The E5's on a broad front here. They're going to not push over the top yet. Rygal is trying to capture the base, but he keeps getting reset. This is good stuff from Rain. Royal Fatness is dropped into the B cap. He's going to have a T-22 harassing him. I'm not going to go down there. It's only 2 tanks. And it's what's going on around here that's important. Oh, TJ. Oh, actually, we are going to go, because Jerry Zhao is going to push onto TJ. Rygal is going with him, and so is Rygal. So TJ is being focused here. And at the same time, the E5s are pushing over the top. Now, the E5s, only 3 of them. It's 3 against 4. We've got Fadu, Nike, Dragon Krieg, and Glory here. Admittedly, Glory is in a Crown Wagon, but the Crown Wagon went in. Oh, we could already do a lot of damage. Oreo makes her cream as a one-shot now. Nike should be able to take him down. Glory is trying to help Dragon Creed by blocking Tunny from taking the shot. Just waiting for Nike. Oh no. Nike takes Oreo down. Down, however, goes Dragon Creed. TJ's gone, and so is his Royal Fatness. So in the moment, GG get this. They win it on the points. Losing 3 tanks there, Rain, to the cost of 1. That was well timed by GG. They really did time it well. They lost 2. Ammo Rat went down also. So GG played that one much better than the last time. Timed their push nicely. Managed to make sure that, you know, they took the damage there. So we are going to go into Alpenstadt. I think Rain will be disappointed there. I think they'll think they had the advantage. But good play by GG. They moved 2 tanks out to take on TJ, once the E5 is pushed on Dragon Creed, and Royal Fatness clearly losing out with the T22. So into Alpenstadt we go for a decider. We will have Rain on the south spawn, GG on the north. Just waiting for them to ready up. So GG read it at first. We have Audio makes a cream and an E5, Ammo Rat in a Crown Wagon, Jerry Zhao potentially in a mouse, Raigao in a Vickers, Raigai in a Crown, YX in a T22, and Tunny in an E5. Moving over to Rain, well, we have TJ in the IS4, Fadu in an E100, Glory in a Crown Wagon, is Royal Fatness in a Vickers Light, Dragon Krieg in a mouse, Nike in an IS4, Hated Fate in a Crown Wagon. So Alpenstadt always going to be getting, excuse me a moment while I drink, always going to be getting those super heavies coming out. 2 for Rain, 1 for GG. So I'm expecting Rain to sort of try and put those around the middle area, dominating that B cap. But again, you just never know what strats they're going to take. So looking at the hit points again, Rain have got the additional hit points here. Quite significant, 1300. I mean, that's basically almost a Vickers Light. It's almost an additional tank. It can be a lot of HP to get through, especially when you got that E100 and mouse together. Let's get up to the top and see where they're going to go. So Royal Fatness is going to go out wide into the bush there, look, trying to get those spots, see if anything comes along. The super heavies, along with the along with the IS4 and the Crown Wagon. Well, the IS4 is going to peel off. Super heavies are not. YX in the T22 and Raigal in the Vickers are going into the A cap, with the majority of the heavies of GG heading towards the B cap. No C cap strat here for GG. They're looking to dominate the B cap. Now Fadu is peeled off, and they're going to come up against Jerry Zhao, and there you go. Shots going in already into Jerry. Hated Fate is also trying to put shots across. The mouse is not their focus of attention, to be fair. He just happened to be there. They'd love to be able to get down the Crown Wagons, but being the mouse being there, ooh, that's a lot of HP lost. Now Oreo makes a cream and Tunny are pushing onto the mouse of Dragon Krieg. At the same time, Raigal is going to come up in the Vickers. As Royal Fatness is rotating round, Dragon Krieg here is going to have 3 on him. Good shot in by his Royal Fatness into Tunny. Over this side, well, Rain are pushing on. They're trying to get rid of Ammo Rat. They're trying to get rid of Jerry Zhao. Get rid of a mouse. Get rid of a Crown Wagon. Dragon Krieg is going to go down here in the mouse. He's got too many around him. But the mouse of Jerry Zhao goes down first. Dragon Krieg can't really do much. He's doing his best to hold on, but couldn't do much. But he tied up 3 tanks, allowing Rain to really dominate. They're now pushing Ammo Rat and Raigai. There goes Raigai. He's out. Ammo Rat is a one-shot. So at the moment, the advantage is distinctly with Rain. Nike is trying to get around the back of Ammo Rat and give him a good smacking, get him out the game. He should be able to load up and take him down. Yes, he does. Back to the middle. We've got Oreo makes her cream, toying with Fadu, and Oreo makes her cream, and TJ, sorry. Down he goes, courtesy of Fadu. Sunny has also gone down, leaving Rygal in YX in the light and the medium. There goes Rygal, leaving the T22. He takes Ated Fate, but it may be too little too late. Run into Fadu. Oh, Fadu misses. But he then runs into a rock, allowing TJ to come down and basically keep him there. And down he goes. Rain. Good stuff. Really good strat there by Rain. It was a good move by Fadu in the E100, not to go to the same place as the mouse, but to go around. It really took the tram wagons of Amorat, Ryguy, and the mouse of Jerry Zhao completely off guard. And of course, he was supported by the Vickers there, and that really managed to put a lot of pressure onto GG. And GG had nowhere to go. They either had to push into those tanks or push into the isolated mouse. They did the best thing. They pushed to the isolated mouse. But by doing that, they took 3 guns out of the game to deal with the mouse, giving Rain basically the advantage on the middle area. So good stuff by both teams. Congratulations to Rain. They're into the next round. Commiserations to GG. Well, they're not. Simple as that, really. Let's see if we got any more scores on the doors in this tour so far. See if we've got an opponent for Rain. So, we know Rain are through. At the moment, Pramo through or not? Are they still playing? Pramo losing to Apex, 2-0. So, Pramo, they'll be disappointed, but not too disappointed. I mean, they're still in the top 8 at this moment in time. That doesn't really alter that, and the chance of them dropping out is slim. Pincer, oh, well, Pincer not having a great season. They lost to Joker, that's my clan. Joker has, wow, I mean, Joker are just on fire, let's be honest. I mean, they're riding high at the top of the table. GG are down. PPS, don't know PPS that well, to be fair, I must admit. Well, they lost to Cursed, so Cursed will go through. And Rain, well, we know Rain are through. They're playing Rival. So that's what's happening. So Rival in Rain, what map are they on? I don't know. Port Bay and Canal. So then Joker, my clan, who are they up against? They're up against OG Cosmonauts. So that's how it stands at the moment for the quarterfinals. Let's go back. Just need to premiere. So Rival got Drunk, Tessa, Debussy, Pogger, Geezer, and that's Nevin. Okay, and we're going out at 32. So yeah, that's about 15 odd minutes. Let's have a quick look at Port Bay, if we can. Do I have Port Bay? Yes, I do. There it is. Oh, Port Bay. A map that sends everybody crazy, especially in the normal games. So, Port Bay, it's actually quite a big map, and there's lots you can do here. Normally, what you get in public games is, if your people in meds and like to know what they're doing, they'll get to this corner, they'll get over this little river and into this corner. Sometimes it does happen on tours, but very rarely, to be fair, even when they do a full C-strat, because the chances of the other side doing a full C-strat are slim. You normally get your Vickers or your mediums or your light round here, just to get those spots to see if anything is going to C. And if the team is doing a C-strat, then you'll get maybe one going over here just to put a bit of pressure on. You may even get a heavy go down there, and you get the rest of them pushing through. Now, I have seen Rain do that kind of strat, where they did full C, sent everybody through, dropped 2 heavies down into the gully, took the rest onto C, the 2 heavies, then they pushed the mediums and the lights out to the corner. They push right through, popping up around here to put pressure on. It can be an effective strat, but it's an aggressive strat, and you need the other team not to be pushing C in en masse. Sometimes if you do get them pushing C en masse, going down there, you can still get the tanks around the back, and you can still put the shots in, but there's always a danger that if you've got tanks lurking around here, that can really sort of throw everything. But that's if you do a full strat. If they don't want to go pushing all the way around, well, they'll probably send tank up here and the tank up here, and they'll just overlook. 9 times out of 10 what happens that you get the spots, as I said, and then they also employ a super heavy like a mouse. He'll come here and he'll park himself on this corner, basically overlooking that B cap to get any resets. From the other side, well, again, you've got the C-Satch, which is no different, but from the other side you normally get a super heavy coming around and parking themselves on this corner for the same reason. Back over here, well, I've seen some teams putting an E5 or even a Kranwagen up here on these rocks just to support the mouse, with the rest of the team moving towards A. You normally get an E5 or a Kranwagen parking here, the reason being you can reset A whilst being relatively safe, and the rest of the team will park themselves around here looking if they can push into A. Now, generally they will push into A more quickly because there's a lot of ground to cover and there's a lot of open space. This sometimes ends up in a brawl if the other team are doing the same strats from the same positioning. I see some teams, they do like to put a tank up on here on these rocks, like a Leo and things like that. I have seen it, not on an A, I must admit, but on EU. They put a Leo or even a Vickers on here because you get a good view straight down to that cap. Again, it depends what mood they're in. 9 times out of 10 with this map on tournaments you get brawls around between B and A rather than around C. That's not to say I can guarantee that there won't be anything at C. Again, multiple strats on multiple maps, so you just never know what they're going to do until you see their meta, and even then they can take you by surprise. Well, that's that map. What was it again? It was I've forgotten what the decider was now. That's so bad. I mean, we need to have a look at the chart. So into the quarterfinals today, we've got Straight MM, Cursed OG, Rival Joker, Apex, and Rain. And it was Canal, always a tricky map, Canal. Mainly because it's so big. And not only that, but the strats have changed realistically on Canal. And I'll tell you what I mean in a moment once we do the flyover. So the strats on Canal for the Pro Tours used to be all about the caps. Okay, it used to be that you send your mediums and your lights to the D cap from this side, you send your heavies, and from the other side, you send your heavies to fast cap B and the C respectively, and then you take your 2 caps. So from this side, so you don't go D, you go B and you send your tanks out to the A cap, and then basically you rotate out and you wait for the other side to push. And that's basically it. And it was all about who capped quicker, who capped first, and putting the other side under pressure. What you generally see now, though, is a more aggressive strat, whereby they still send a tank into this cap from this side, they still send tanks out to the A cap, but they now, some clans like to be more aggressive, sending a tank over this bridge, trying to get the reset on C, dropping tanks down as well at the same time from the B cap, and getting them up into this region here to put pressure on the other side. Same works in the opposite direction, but it's a bit harder because of the A cap. So, you know, you get them dropping into C, and they can also do, and I've seen it, they drop down here, they don't go to the bridge, they drop down here, they push right through and try and get up and round that B cap. The only danger there is that the A cap, which never used to really be anything brought into play, now gets brought into play a lot more in tournaments. Crossing from this side, well, there's an open area. There's this little open area here, but it's not that open. But the big open area is there, and you know, the teams are looking to smack as they traverse across here. From the other side, though, well, it's much harder, which is why you generally don't see them going to A cap from this spawn, but from the other spawn. From this rock, as you can see, from this rock, you're wide open for shots from the B cap all the way until you get realistically to here, and then this is when you're now into safety. So that's a big area to cover, especially when from this side the B cap is always going to be taken, and you're always going to be able to, you know, you're always going to be vulnerable to shots coming from the B cap, and if the other team is going to the A cap, you're vulnerable from them shooting you as well. which is why from this spawn you generally get the teams going to the D cap. So they will cap C, and then generally they'll rotate their heavies down into the gully area around here, just to keep them out of harm's way. And then they'll cap D at the same time to get the advantage that way. You'll then see some teams putting their tanks, some of them put them on here to put pressure onto the B cap. And again, I mean, it is about who takes the caps first and which caps. But like I said, we're seeing more aggression on Canal from the clans nowadays. It never used to be so aggressive. It used to be basically aggression in getting into the cap rather than aggression in resetting it. So we'll see. I mean, we will find out in about 7 minutes. Less than that, so I can't even play a replay, I'm sorry. Because we go out in next to no time. But I just need to pop to the little boys' room. So, I'm back. Not a bad idea, Ginny Gin, but I mean, it's just too much for wargaming to do. There we go, object 260 containers. $10 basically for a container. You get 2 of them. Free. So you get 3 containers basically for $10. I don't know, 5% drop chance. I don't have it myself. Well, not yet anyway. Thank you, Wine Tails. What do you mean, Brian? How do I do replace? I'm going to jump in and jump back out again. You have to explain that one, sorry. What do you mean? How do you do replace? Yeah, I'm sorry, mate. I don't get that one. You'll have to explain that one in a bit more detail, please. I mean, I watched Rival. They can be impressive. I mean, Rain are looking like they're up for it at the moment. I don't think there's any major danger for any clan. Is there any danger for any clan coming out the top 8 at the moment? I don't really know. I did know. Then it got updated, and I haven't seen it since. So at the moment, I mean, Joker is still riding high, Primo is 2nd, Rain is 3rd, GG is 4th, Pincer 5th, Apex 6th, MM 7th, EC 8th. Looking to break it in are, in the top 16, if the bloody website loads, there we go. Well, Purple are 9th, Void are 10th, OG are 11th, and Rival are 12th. Straight to 13th, Cursed 14th, PPS 15th, and SLG. So Rival, OG will and Cursed, Straight, Rival, and OG will be looking at getting as many cups as they can to get to try and break into that top 8. But we'll see how they do. We're here on Port Bay. We have Rival on the north spawn and Rain on the south spawn. I'm going to sneeze, that's why I'm speaking funny, because I can, you know when you feel the sneeze coming? Anyway, it'll be there when I least expect it. Right, I can still feel the sneeze. That's annoying. Anyway, so Rival, we have Dunk 244 in the Object 140, Beut in a Crown Wagon, Bushy in a 140, Debussy in a Crown Wagon, Gamma in a Crown Wagon, Osneven in an AMX 50B, and Tessa in an E5. We go over to Rain, well, we have TJ in the IS4, Fadu in the T22, Glory in the Crown Wagon, His Royal Fatness in the Vickers, Nike in an E5, Hated Fate in a Clan Wagon, and another one. He keeps jumping out. He'll be there in a minute. Give it time. Oh, that sneeze never came. It's still there in the back of my nose. I can feel it. There we go, Dragon Krieg. Potentially a Crown Wagon. This used to say NASA. I got it from the base in the Space Center in Houston. Unfortunately, over time, the little NASA logo is gone, which is disappointing. It's very disappointing. I got it at the Johnson Space Center. And I went there. That was a cool day out, I tell you. So Dragon Krieg and Nike are just toying around here. Dragon Krieg, now potentially an IS-4. No, he's in the E5 and Nike has jumped into the IS-4. There you go. So... not long now before we kick off here for the quarterfinals, previous score number 4, final stage. Group 1. Apparently. It's only one group, I think. In fact, there is only one group. This is rival against Rain, so oof. It's going to be interesting to see how they approach Port Bay. There's only different ways of doing it. I wasn't even here in the AMX 50B. You normally get clans doubling up on 50Bs, you don't normally have them as loners. But it can work. Let's get up high. You can see that their hit points are hardly anything in it. Rain has what? Next to nothing, 100. So we have got a C-strat for both clans. So, as I said, it's very rare that you get C-strat for both clans. Clearly you do. Royal Fatness is going to be heading out to this corner, same as Bushy Better Tornado, along with a Dunk. Fatness and Fadu coming out here also. So this is going to be like what you normally get in a public match, but in tournament mode. And as you see, I mean, Dragon Krieg is also rotating over here instead of Fatness, which is what you don't normally get. You normally only get mediums and lights over here. Looking at the C-Cap itself, wow, TJ is pushing heavily towards them, and Rival are trying to get all their tanks there. I'm going to leave from here and have a look at this area. Royal Fatness is rotating all the way around. He's going to grab the A-Cap. So if we look here, what we've got, well, we've got Fadu being put under a little bit of pressure here, but he has got Dragon Krieg in amongst them, giving Dunk in the 140 a real hard time. Bushy Better Tornado is also getting a hard time. Fadu and Dragon Krieg should win that brawl over there. To be perfectly honest with you, Dunk goes down, Bushy will go down as well. This is giving Rival the impetus to push over towards Hated Fate and TJ, and Gamma just getting stuck a little bit there. TJ preventing him from pushing. Nike is giving him a hard time. TJ finishes him off. Now Debussy Poggers, well, he's trying against, he's being pushed back by Glory whilst he's trying to get shots across, but down he goes. Oh, ouch, that's going to hurt. Tessa and Bahut here trying to take on Hated Fate. Hated Fate is looking worse for wear, and he will go down. Bahut will get him. Oh, there you go. But they did lose Debussy at the same time. Bahut in the Crown Wagon there. Well, let's go over to what Fadu is doing with the AMX 50B. Oh, he's dying. That's what Fadu is doing with the AMX 50B. But it is 2 against too many. Rain have got this. Dragon Krieg comes over the top. TJ will probably finish off Osneven. No, he bounces him. Actually, he bounced Dragon Krieg, if you noticed. I don't think TJ intended to shoot his teammate, but he did. So that goes to Rain. Pretty aggressive stuff on both teams there. Didn't expect to see strat. And maybe it is. Maybe it's the strats that you do on NA. Like I said, I've been out of touch with NA for quite a while. certainly not the strat that they do on a lot of the other servers. Maybe it's just a nice strat to do on NA. I've not seen two clans brawling at sea for a long time, to be honest. Anyway, congratulations to Rain, commiserations to Rival. Rain really being aggressive, well, being brutal, let's say, with Rival only dishing out 7.7k in damage. We're going to swap those spawn points this time. Now we've got Rival on the south spawn, Rain on the north spawn. Look at the way Rain are picking WZ113s. There's a lot of mobility. Now they've got a mouse as well. I don't expect them to be going to the C strat with that selection. I don't expect Rival either with 2 mouses. So we have Duncan and E5. Beut in, I don't know how you say that. Beut in a mouse. Bushy in a Batchat. Debussy in a Kranwagen. Gamma in an E5. Wasn't even in a Kranwagen and Tessa in a mouse. So 2 mouses, well, they're not going to go to C. They're definitely going to be going into the town. There's nowhere else to take them. Bushy is changing to a Vickers Light. Probably a wiser choice. Same mobility, just better armor and a better gun. Looking over at Rain, well, they're still deciding. Now they've decided. TJ in an IS-4. Faduna 113. Glory dropping into an IS-4. It's Royal Fatness in a 140. Dragon Krieg in a mouse. Glory is now going in a 115A. Nike in an IS-4 and Hated Fate in a 113. So again, I'm not really seeing a C strat there. It's in a combination of B and another on both teams. Looking at the Kranwagens on this side there in the E5s, I'm more tempted to say that Rival are going to do a B and a C strat. Looking at the WZs, that's going to in the IS4s. I'm thinking A and B for Rain. That's my thinking, but you know they always take you by surprise because Fatness is in a 140. Looking at the way they're stacking up here at the moment, well, we've got Bushy, Better, Starnado heading to C. The 2 mouses, they are heading generally where I think they're heading. And yeah, it's basically a B and a C strat for Rival, and it's definitely an A and a B strat for Rain. This is the thing, you kind of tell what they're going to do with their meta selection. However, I didn't expect Rain to be this aggressive, and I certainly didn't expect Rival to send one of their mouses out towards the A cap. I expected them to send them both to B. Dragon Krieg has already dropped into B. The mouse here of Rival trying to put a shot across. Now he's going to get absolutely swamped by 3 as they push round. We've got Hated Fate, Fadu and TJ giving him a bit of a hard time here. He's not going to last that battle. Glory is now coming in a 115A. So they're just going to farm him, take him out the game, get rid of him. And there will be a mouse less already. There he goes. So moving around the map, B cap was taken, so I'm surprised that Tessa, a Rival, wasn't able to reset Dragon Krieg. But he wasn't. So the advantage is with Rain. Now they're going to be able to swing that heavy flank right round into Revivals and butter up against them. And as you can see, that's exactly what they're doing. Pushing Osneven here in the Kranwagen. Then they're going to focus their attention onto Debussy and Dunk. Nike is just, oh, that's a, I mean, Bushy Starnado, can't really do much from there. You can put shots across, but it's not really going to matter. And then his Royal Fatness, if you look, is going to go over and take him out. So, Fadu may go down to Gamma. No, it goes down to Tessa, but still he goes down. But, look at this, Debussy is going to go down. Down he goes. Osneven has gone down. Now Dunk is being absolutely whittled down. Dragon Krieg should get a shot into the back of Dunk here, and there he goes, 900 HP. TJ and Nike are toying with Tess and Gamma, mouse and E5 respectively. They're not interested in the mouse now, they're interested in the E5. We'll focus on the mouse in a moment. Bushy is being pummeled by Fatness, he goes down, leaving Tessa as the last one standing in the mouse. Can't really do anything, Rival. This is going to go to Rain, convincingly so. And Rain are into the semi-finals. It's that straightforward. Really good stuff, really brutal stuff by Rain. Nice, beautiful push by the heavies there, not the super heavies of the ice of the 113, the IS4s, and the 115As. A really good push. Fatness doing what he needed to do, rolling around the map in that Object 140, really giving the Vickers a hard time, and Dragon Krieg in the mouse. Wow, firstly he was able to take the B cap without any pressure being applied to him. And then secondly, he was able to go around and sort of bully himself around the battlefield. So good stuff by Rain. Good stuff by Rain. Congratulations to them, commiserations to Rival. So we're going to have a bit of time now. We're going to have about 25 minutes, I believe, before the next game. Don't know if we're going to have... don't know if we're going to have any opponent yet. The match is still being played. We don't have an opponent as of yet, but it will be on Black Goldville. Let's have a look at Black Goldville and Winter Malinovka. It is Black Goldville. Again, another lovely little map. Always on the tournament circuit, Black Goldville. So what do we expect from Black Goldville? Well, from this spawn, generally they will send, sometimes, it used to be a light tank, like a Vickers, to here, to get that early spots, to see where the clan is, see where the opposition is rotating. More recently, some clans like to send a Crown Wagon, or something along those lines. You normally get the E5s hanging around here, not pushing up, just hanging on this ridge line in support. That way they can react better. And they normally send a medium around here just to get the spots to see what's going on. If they spot anything going at A and the A strat is not the main strat, then you'll normally get him rotating out, or you normally get the E5s pushing up. You'll normally get a Crown Wagon or similar parked around here, looking to reset that B cap. And if the team's strat is an aggressive one, they may stick an IS4 by this rock just to put a lot of pressure. The problem is that they can get a reset. They can be smacked there. Clans recently have been liking the C strat, where they move around here, stick tanks into this corner with the because you can get nice positioning here by this water tower and by these rocks, allowing you to cap C at the same time and putting pressure. So that's generally what happens. Then you generally have a brawl around the middle area, generally around the B cap, and between the B and the C sometimes. From the other side, well, depends. You can take the C strat, which is pretty much a mirror of what we just showed you from the other side. They normally put tanks around either in this position here to reset B, or a little bit further forward on here to reset B. Again, they will also send a tank to this spot here to get those spots, see if they're rotating through that position, or to see if they are moving along there. A-cap strat wise, well, again, they normally bring their tanks up this far out, get those spots, and if they can't spot anything, they'll push into the A-cap. But they normally will spot, and then once they get A-cap, they'll push around and try and spot the rest of the tanks. Again, it all depends on what strats they are using and what meta they have. You generally don't get a lot of super heavies on this map. It's normally Crown Wagons, IS4s, and lights and mediums. But, as I said, I mean, strats change, so you never know what they're going to take. Winter Malinovka is the decider match, so let's see if I've got a Winter Malinovka. I don't. Typical. I have a Winter Malinovka here, but this is one of my battles and it's an encounter. Winter Malinovka, well, you know, it used to be one of those maps that sort of everybody went to the C cap, and then that strat changed, and we get different types of strats now. Like I said, you're generally finding with the additional hit points that you now get, what we're generally finding is clans are being more aggressive. So what you generally find is mediums and lights going down here, sometimes up into this position, get those early spots. Well, at the same time, heavies coming down here, E5's I4's, E5's peeling off, probably to sit on this ridge, IS4's continuing through and trying to get some pressure down on this side. Works from both sides, by the way, because it's pretty much symmetrical. You then get some clans getting a mouse of some description, maybe sticking it around here to put pressure on the B cap. Ignore the cap, this is an encounter game. The B cap sits in between in this little dip. From the other side, well, sometimes they will stick a mouse there as well, and with the hope they can bring it up here and then bring it round. If they are going C, well, from this side it's pretty difficult. They'll generally cross here and stick them on this ridge because it's nice and hauled down. Very mindful of the fact that there will be tanks over here, because you can get E5s into the position nicely and keep them hauled down as well and put pressure on. Generally, the action is around between A and B, although on occasion you can get it between B and C. It all depends what they do, as I keep saying. You can't really predict what strats they're going to take, because they take a lot of time on getting their strats down. Let's see if we've got all the results in now. Let's see who's over who in what and when. So in the semi-finals we have Apollo, Joker, Apex and Rain. So Apollo should be going out against Joker. No, they're going out against Apex, which means Rain is going out against my clan, Joker, in about 20 minutes. 15 minutes, no, 20 minutes. There you go, let's find a replay. See if I've got any replays. Should have. Have a look at this one first. From EU on Vineyards. Just drop that out and let the replay do the talking. I didn't see what the chat was saying. This stage on the EU from the Clan Sparta, who had a fantastic group games in the PYS number 3. Clearly, really fantastic. Really gave Sparta a lot of hope, to be fair. He's always been a good player, but I don't know what this TVP is doing other than yoing through the middle. Not the ideal thing to do in a TVP, to be perfectly honest with you. Why? Well, because of that, you get wrecked. 50B is out of position also. Why would you have a 50M out in the open like that? Craziness. I mean, it is nice if you're in a tank like this, then you can just farm your damage in a T62. And here comes an E75. Why would you use HE on the front of a T62? That makes absolutely zero sense. Bizarria and Bizarra. I mean, it's okay for the T62. I mean, Stitch is getting some good shots in there, but I don't understand why that E75 used HE on a T62 frontally. From the rear, yeah, I get it, I understand it, but not frontally, guys. It's a good shot there by Stitch in the 62. He's already up to 5k damage, and what? We're only still got 4.5 minutes of the game to go. I mean, that's just madness. Poor Type 61 getting bullied here. Now he's at 6.3k. And the T30 tracked, in place, and he's going to get wrecked. There you go. Wow, fast and furious. Less than 3 minutes. That's a tier 10 game. Unsurprisingly, it was a mastery. Wowzers. Absolute wowzers. Can't say much about it. It's nice when it goes that way, I guess. Let me see if anybody else sent me any replays. Oh, I have. Got Osneven from Rival. Going out in his bat chat. Here on Canal, funnily enough. Oh, I do like the bat chat. I must admit, I do like it. Not really a tournament tank unless you're a really spectacular player. Most of the tournament players are, but you've really got to be sort of Royal Fatness's level of playing lights to make the bat chat work totally successfully in a tournament environment. It's a tricky tank. Oh, look at this. Poor old 103. How to get bullied. I wonder where the rest of the team is. They all gone. I mean, it's an encounter battle, so oh, there they are. Look, there's the FV. You can get farmed. Oh, he's very forward. He's I don't understand the Jaegeroo being there on the FV, but the Jaegeroo's now side on. Smack him again in the ammo rack. Get him ammo racked. Oh, we're not going to see it because he dropped off. That FV is incredibly aggressive. Wow. I mean, he's got away with it so far, but I don't think he's going to get away with it much longer. I expected him to be whittled down a lot sooner. Poor bat. Oh, the bounce. There you go. Look, the FV is not long for the game. I've never seen somebody play an FV so aggressively. Jaegeroo I get because of its armour. Ooh, look at that. See the E75 until he smacked him. Now you can give the E75 a run around. That's what I like about the bat chat. You can do stuff like this. Or E75's got nothing, nowhere he can go really. So there's only 2 tanks left. The other one's a TD. And a big beastie of a TD as well. There it is, the E3. Ooh, nice engine fire. It was a good shot by the E3. Now he's in a world of pain. Yes, he is. HE roll. Oh no, he didn't. He used APCR. Chat now going to use his ability. He's done 4.9k damage here. The E3 is just fired, so now he's on his reload. Bat chat is loaded. Okay, there we go. 5.5k. Use the mobility to get round the back of him again and finish him off. 6k damage in the bat chat. Lovely. Only a first class though. Shocker. That is a shocker, to be fair. It's only a first class. What time were we going out? 4 minutes past or 8 minutes past? I can't remember. I will have to find out. 4 minutes past, so we've got 10 minutes. Let's have another replay. We should be able to get one more done. This is Wild Ones Helper in a waffle tractor. As I say, I mean, I do like the waffle tractor. I actually like the waffle tractor more than I like the grill, if the truth be known. Don't get me wrong, I like the grill, but I like the waffle tractor better. But in some respects, Tier 9 is a better tier than Tier 10 currently. I don't know what it's like on NA. The ping has been preventing me from playing NA recently. But certainly on EU, the level of skill in the player base, and this is not a general, this is just a general observation. Tier 10 is getting to the point whereby you get those 4 minute games, you get those 3 minute games like you just saw with Stidge, and you know, I generally find Tier 9 is a little bit better because everybody wants to be in Tier 10. Everybody wants to be in Tier 10. And I understand that, but some players, some gamers, well guys, you know, you need to learn the tanks first. Work your way up to it, don't rush it. Because when you rush it, all you're doing, you're forcing it, and you're not going to have fun. And people are going to shout at you, and they're not going to have fun, and you're going to lose more than you win. And then you're going to be scratching your head, saying, why am I 40% win rate after only 500 battles? Well, generally the reason, mate, you guys, you shouldn't have rushed your way through the tiers. You know, grind your way through. Seriously, learn the tanks, learn the maps, and you'll have a lot more fun. I'm not saying that win rate is the be-all and end-all of everything. I don't think it is, personally. But the idea is to have fun, yeah, and to enjoy it. And if you're going out and you're losing more than winning, then I don't think you're having fun. I can't see that you're having fun. And if you're only doing like minimal damage, you certainly can't be having fun. But each to their own. What I'm saying is resist the temptation to rush through the tiers. Just resist it. Anyway, to an extent, Tier 9 is sometimes better than Tier 10. It's a more balanced tier, both in tanks and in, you know, the type of players you're getting, to be honest. It's a really underrated tier, Tier 9. I mean, I've been playing the game a long time. My least favourite tier is Tier 8. It's just filled with too many premium tanks. And I'm not a big fan of Tier 8, to be honest with you. I mean, Tier 7 nowadays, wow, you're going to get an Annihilator or a Smasher almost every game. Which, I mean, if you know how to play against them, they're not a problem, to be honest. They're just annoying, yeah? But, I find Tier 8 just annoying. That's in full stop annoying. Oh, I'm 1 on 2. It's going to be a 1 on 3. Is this going to be a Kolobodov and a Mastery? My Wild Ones helper? Maybe. Who knows? Goodbye, T-34. 5.7. Just the Emil to go. Give me a little Emil. Well, hopefully it's not going to go all the way down to the wire here, where it's going to be a draw. Where is the Emil? Oh, dearie me. Well, at least we're getting somebody run around the map here. You get to see what the map looks like from all directions. Is this going to be a draw? Seriously? Well, he's full of HP as well. What is he doing? He should have been pushing earlier, man. He is absolutely full. Now, if I was a betting man, I'd put my money on the Emil, but I'm not going to, not because I can see it's not going to win. I don't think he's going to win. I mean, the waffle tractor is now a one-shot. It's over anyway, so it was a draw. Nice mastery, but, well, what can you say? Anyway, we have the room. Let's jump in. Let's get ready. So here on Black Goldville, we will have Rain on the south spawn, Joker on the north spawn. Joker have read it up. We have Assassin in an E5, Blacktails in a Clanwagon, Kakati in an IS4, Canadian Impact in a Vickers, R-Tails in a Crown Wagon, Whitetails in an IS4, and Yado in an E5. Moving over to Rain, well, we have TJ in an E5, Fadu in a T22, Glory in a Crown Wagon, there's Royal Fatness in a Vickers, Wide Moe in an IS4, Dragon Krieg in an E5, and Hated Fate in a Crown Wagon. To be fair, Joker have had a very impressive season so far. They are riding high in the top of the table here on NA. It's going to be interesting to see how this one goes. If you notice, nobody in Joker's got an avatar. No avatars. Hit points are in favour of Joker. It's just less than 1,000. It's an advantage, but it's not a big one. Let's have a look to the back of the map, see what Rain are doing. Well, we've got Fadu going up to the position I sort of pointed out. Fatness is going in the opposite direction. Wide Moe is going to the rock that we pointed out on the flyover, and it looks like it's... Well, he's not, he's going up. Yeah, let's move over to see what Joker are doing. So they're going for the C-strat with Kakati and Whitetails overlooking the B and B cap here. Assassin lead in the charge into the C-strat. He has got Canadian Impact in Yaro with him. Hello Layla, how are you doing? Fatness, well, he's backing out there. He's not going to do that. So C-cap and cap advantage will go to Joker. Kakati and Whitetails are left hanging and holding the baby here on the flank. They need to wait for rain, so Canadian Impact is trying to get some spots. Blacktails and our tails here, and the Crown Wagon's just holding. Fatness has been spotted. Looks like Assassin and Yano. Well, they're taking defensive action, but they're not rolling out of there just yet. Canadian Impact gets smacked from across the map. So it looks like they're going to rotate back. Well, Canadian Impact at least is going to rotate back. Yano and Assassin are just going to carry on holding in this corner. Whitetails, Kakati, well, they're still overlooking the B cap. They're waiting to see what rain do. They're holding here, down on this flank. Kakati's there to, if a rain comes flying around the flank here, he will spot them. And that will allow the Crown Dragons, Canadian Impacts, to come around to try and get some spots. It will allow the Crown Dragons to react and come this way. Whitetails, wow, he's there to reset the B cap if anything. And the E5s is down there to make sure that if anything goes that way, they can reset it. At the moment, well, rain, they've got plenty of time. I mean, they are down on base points, but it's not significant. It's just that Joker are ticking theirs over more. TJ and Dragon Krieg looking to come around the map, probably go down towards Kakati and Canadian Impact where they are. They may be joined by Fadu. Looks like it's going to be that way. Wotb is just going to stay here, potentially looking. So now we've got Canadian Impact, Kakati and Whitetails down this flank. Kakati is spotted, so that gives him some information. Wotb is now going to try and jump down towards the B cap by looks at it. He has got Moral Fatness in with cover. Oh, damn, that bloody mouse is far too sensitive. There goes Wotb. Whitetails, well, he jumped out of position a little bit. He gets the reset though. Now the Crown Wagons of R-Tails and Blacktails is coming in. They're going to try and get those resets as well onto Wotb. Whitetails is going to push up. TJ has not moved down yet, nor is Dragon Krieg and Fadu. B-cap has been taken, so they weren't able to reset Wotb. Crown Wagons of Ated Fate and Glory are now overlooking. Canadian Impact is going to come round and try and help out Whitetails, whilst Fatness is being pushed by Assassin and Yano over there in the E5s. Whitetails will now jump into the B cap and retake it. Wotb is now a one-shot. Dragon Krieg, Fadu and TJ are now coming down the flank. Kakati is there, he is still there, so let's just pull out a little bit. Kakati gets a good shot into Fadu. He doesn't have any support behind him because everybody's in the middle. We're going to leave Kakati and Fadu to toy with each other. Back to the middle area. Wotb is down, but so is R-Tails. So Blacktails and Whitetails here. They're trying to get Glory out of the game. Glory is now looking worse for wear. They've got to start taking tanks down. Blacktails is going to go here. TJ will finish him off, and they do. But at the moment, hit points are in the favour of Joker, not in the favour of Rain. There's a lot of low hit point targets out there for Joker to focus. There goes one of them, and that is Glory. Canadian Impact is down. But again, the hit points are still in favour, only slightly now, in favour of Joker. But the points are in favour of Rain, and Rain get the points as Whitetails goes down. So well played by Rain. Well played by Rain. Joker need to pull their finger out a little bit there. Good stuff. Hated Fate doing some good damage there. So we're going to swap those spawn points. As you can see, the damage count, well, pretty much even Steven, to be perfectly honest with you. It was just that they managed to get the B cap. Simple as that. Anyway, resetting the caps, we are going to swap those spawns, I meant, with Joker now on the south spawn and Rain on the north spawn. Be a change in the meta here. His Royal Fatness is currently offline. So Joker have read it up first. We have Assassin in a mouse, Blacktails in an E5, Kakati in a Clan Wagon, Canadian Impact in a Vickers, Weebtails coming in an E5, Whitetails in an E5, and Raindrop in a mouse. His Royal Fatness is back online, so we have Rain now readied up also. TJ in an IS4, Fadu in an E5, Glory in a Crown Wagon, his Royal Fatness in a Vickers, Wotb in an IS4, Dragon Krieg in an E5, and Hated Fate in a Crown Wagon. So less than a minute to go now. Rain have got 1 foot into the final today at the expense of Joker, but Joker can always bring it around. I don't think Joker's going to be too disappointed. I mean, they're still going to be top of the table. They're going to the 3rd place playoff, and they'll still be top of the table. It won't be too detrimental to them. Excuse me while I yawn. Sorry about that. So, is this the last battle of these two, or the penultimate? Well, only time will tell. Hit points again in favour of Joker, but next to nothing. Not really. It's just a little bit. It doesn't really give them anything. Let's go up into the back of the map. So, this time, well, it's going to be a reverse. Rain are doing basically a mirror of what they just did. Let's get over and see. Well, this time we have Canadian Impact into the bush, like I pointed out on the flyover, trying to get those early spots. Kikati in the Crown Wagon, overlooking the B-cap, like we pointed out. The E5s are going to hold on this ridge by looks of it. No, they're not. They're going to carry on pushing forward. We've got 2 Mouses that are going to hold on this ridge. I've never seen Mouses deployed in such a scenario before, so that's interesting. Whitetails, Whiptails, and Blacktails are moving up in towards the caves, getting spotted. They see TJ. So they will know that there are tanks there, because an IS-4 is not going to be there on its own. They know that. Raindrop in the Mouse is continuing his charge forward, as much as you can charge forward in a Mouse. And he's going to take a position. He's TJ spotted, Glory spotted, Hate is spotted, Dragon Creed is spotted. So they generally know that they're all there. Fatness drops into the C-cap. It's free real estate. And if you notice, there's nobody from Joker here. Kikati is now rotating. It's going to be a full-on push on the A-cap. So it looks like Joker are going to take the battle to Rain. Now, Rain have got all their tanks here, with the exception of the Vickers of his Royal Fatness. They're not even capping the A-cap. Assassin and Raindrop here looking to just put pressure in those with those Mouses. If I do in Dragon Creek, well, they're going to be pushed by the E5s. Whitetails, Weavetails, and Blacktails is trying to push around. So slowly, Whitetails, however, is losing hit points. Let's get back over here because Canadian Impact, Kikati, Assassin, they're trying to. It's a bit of a messy brawl, to be fair. And there seems to be a lack of focus fire, to be honest with you. Now Rain can see that they can take out Whitetails, and they do. Now they can push onto Weavetails, and they do. Weavetails is going to go down. So Whitetails is down, Wide Moe is down. Down goes Weeb and Whitetails, they're both out. Caps are going in favour of Rain at the moment. 2 tanks down for Joker. Maybe 3 tanks down, because it looks like Blacktails is going to be bullied out to submission as well. He's in an E5. Dragon Cleague and Glory around. There's Royal Fatness taking down. So this is going to go. I'll be honest with you, this is going to go to Rain. Canadian Impact goes down to his Royal Fatness. His Royal Fatness may not last the game. He's getting harassed over there by Kikati in the Crown Wagon. He's in a good spot. And with Assassin goes down in the Mouse, we only have Kikati and Raindrop left. Raindrop here in the Mouse, he's going to be focused. Too many tanks around him. This is going to go to Rain. Rain are going to take this one. Like I said, I don't think Joker are going to be too upset. Down he goes. Kikati is basically the last man standing, and he's got surrounded by TJ and Fatness. Not much you can do about it. It's going to go to Rain. Joker are not going to progress themselves to the final. It's going to be Rain. But as I said, it's not going to really affect Joker too much. They're already riding high in the leaderboard. So, GG's both. Congratulations to Rain. Commiserations to my clan, Joker. No. Oof. So let's see if we got any other. Who are they playing? Do we know? Yeah, they're playing Apex. Going out in about 20 minutes. So there we go. Which means MM and Joker will go out and play the battle for 3rd place. in about 4 minutes. So we could actually watch both, I think, if I get the invite for both. I don't know if I get the invite for both. So let's see if I get an invite. I don't know if I will. What map are they going out on? That's the question. Halas. Halas. I'm not going to do an overview of Halas because if I was going to get the invite, I would have got it by now. And I haven't, so we're doing the final. I'm not doing the third place playoff. So let's get a replay up and running actually. If you don't mind, while I go and get myself another coffee. Yes, indeed. Cough it up. There we go. Well, somebody's testing the AE phase 1. That can't be bad. Oh. Poor mouse is going to get one hell of a rock and roll there, look. That's Alec Devo. Great little rollout in the Jaeger. Nice first class, nice mastery, sorry. Lube going out in the AE phase 1. Can't show you unfortunately because it's EU. Anyway, do I have any more replays? That's the question. Have I run out? I don't know. Let's find out, shall we? Hopefully I've got some more replays. I'll play this. I don't know if I've already played this. I may have done. I don't know. I can't remember. Well, I'm back. Coffeeed up and everything. Like I said, I mean, yeah, people in the chat saying it was against a rusty Rain, and now Joker got wrecked by them. Joker is still top of the table. Chances are, by the end of the day, they'll still be top of the table. And, you know, don't forget, there's no prizes for coming first, second, or third in the PYS. To be fair, I mean, the idea is to get to the next stage, which is the Pro Tour. So, you know, you can cruise, if you can just stay in the top 8, it doesn't matter if you come first, second, or third. It doesn't matter if you come 8th, to be honest with you. It really does not matter. Getting into the top 8 is what matters. And it could be now we're at PYS number 5 only, PYS number 4, sorry, we're only 2 more to go. Then the chances are their top 8 position is almost secure, and they don't want to give strats away. You never know what goes through pro clans' heads. You know, some clans just don't like it at this stage to start giving strats away, so don't read too much into it, guys. Unfortunately, I don't think Wargaming have fixed the notifications on the cups in the garage. It's pretty difficult for me to show you how it all calculates. But if Joe could go out and win in 3rd place, they're not going to be. Hey, Shocky, how you doing? Chocolate. I don't think it's going to make too much of a dent up top, to be fair. I do Surge, but I don't play on PC, and I stream the tours on PC. I play on touch, unfortunately, so that's why you're not seeing me play. I have a lack of replays at the moment, Layla, to be honest with you. The update, there was 2 updates that wipe replays out, basically. That's a great little N. Anyway, yeah, we didn't get an invite to the 3rd place, so what time are we going out? We're going out in about 7 minutes, I think. Is it 7 minutes or is it 10 minutes? I think it's 10 minutes, actually. Yeah, 10 minutes. But Surge, no, I do play. I'll show you one of my games. I've shown it before though, I think. People are getting fed up with seeing it. But I haven't got many games of mine. I'll show you this one. I haven't got many of my games loaded, to be honest with you. Because I generally don't. I didn't use them for other things. And on tour streams, I generally don't play any of my replays. I generally showcase other people's replays, but this is one of my games. It's not great, I must admit. As I said, lots of people have already seen it. But I'll play it again anyway, even though lots of people have already seen it. It's not a long game, I don't think, I can't remember. So, it'll lead us nicely into the final. Well, the T22 is telling us we're a loser team. The Foch is upset. I mean, this is why I love this game. I mean, we haven't even started and already the toxicity is there. That's brilliant, man. Gotta love it, yeah. Off. Oh yeah, it does make me giggle. The opening ambits of the game, and already there's toxicity. You've got to be giggly. Never quite understood why it's like that, but hey, you know, games are games, I suppose. It all swings in roundabouts at the end of the day, isn't it? And then the Fosh. Report my T-22 medium as a coward. Okay. I mean, there is no button saying downvote for cowardice in the face of the enemy. There should be, yeah. Nothing like cowardice in the face of the enemy button. Can you imagine how abused that button would be? Everybody would be found voting everybody for cowardice in the face of the enemy. Davi, when will it end? In probably about 20 minutes. Depends. I mean, they're going off in 7 minutes. Depends if it goes to a decider or not, to be honest. I mean, if it goes to the full rain, then it's going to be 21 minutes of gameplay, so another 30 minutes or so. We'll finish just past the hour, I would have thought. I mean, we'll finish this replay and then it will be straight into the match. I can't play a regular match on PC. I'm not a PC player. I'm a touch player. I'm streaming from PC. So no, I can't play a regular match. If I was doing a non-tour stream, then I'd be playing regular matches left, right, and centre. So, and I do a lot of those streams. So there we go. Just haven't done a lot of them recently because I've been doing the tours. I can't believe, yeah. They had a temporary patch as well, which killed a lot of replays, to be honest with you. So, update 7.10 wiped out a lot, and then there was an update 7.10.1, which wiped out more as well. It was that sort of patch for the Android thing. So, yeah, it was disappointing. So I run out of so I haven't got many replays, to be honest with you. And don't forget, Layla, I'm also doing 3 streams a day because really I'm the only one streaming NA for this tour, for example. I'm the only one streaming Asia for the group stages, and with every and I are the only 2 streaming EU. So, you know, 3 streams, 3 servers, 3 streams a day. You run out of replays quickly, to be honest with you. You really do run out of replays quickly. Anyway, we should have an invite. And we have. There we go. There it is. And we're in. And we're ready. And we're coming out again. And we're going to wait. So, yeah, that's what happens. Hello, I'm back. Yay! So, yeah, I mean, that's what happens like that. I mean, if it wasn't for the 3 streams a day, if I was only doing, like, you know, EU, then, yeah, I wouldn't run out of replays, because I'd have plenty of replays. But doing Asia, then EU, and then NA, it's different, you know. You run out quickly. And as I said, I mean, one of the problems is, as I said, is that I'm not a PC player. And when I stream the tours, I'm obviously streaming via PC, and I can't play PC for Toffee. I don't even know the commands. Is the honest answer. I don't even know the commands, so I can't. I'm not a PC player. So anyway, let's jump in. So we will have here on Halas for the final, Apex on the south spawn, Rain on the north spawn. We've still got just under 3 minutes. I'll try that, Ominous. I will try that. I will say new tank. New tank. I'll take out a premium. Let's see if I can get. I might. Do you know what I might do? Which is fun. I might jump into my EU press account later, because I'll probably have the 260 on that, and I've only got. I don't play it very often, so I've only got like I don't know, 400 battles. And I can say new premium, and they'll never know, because they'll never know it's my press account. They'll just think I'm a complete and utter spanner. And then I can see. Let's see what happens then. So anyway, Apex have readied up. We have ammo racks in a 268, chips in an IS4, Dreadalicious in a drill, the FXD in a Kran, Akka in a Badger, external in an E5, and Tommy in a 113. There you go. Moving over to Rain, well, we have TJ in an E5, Fadu in an E5. Ammo racks of Apex just changed back to an E5 actually. So we have Glory in a Crown Wagon, his Royal Fatness still in his Vickers, Wide Moe in an IS4, Dragon Krieg in a Mouse, and Hated Fate in a Crown Wagon. Akka is not going to be going out in a Badger, he's going out in a Crown Wagon. Tommy is now going out in an IS4. They're still having Dreadalicious though, looking like in a Grill 15 here on Halas. It's good to see TDs being played, to be honest. But I will try that later today, Ominous. I'm going to give that a bash now. I'm going to give it a bash and see how it works. Com is coming in a Crown Wagon. Who did he replace? Dreadalicious. He was in a. When DJ's on the bench as well. So no grill here on Alas for Apex. Unfortunately, I was getting excited then of seeing a grill. I was having visions of Endgame. When do I sleep? Good question. I wish I knew the answer to that. It seems like I don't. Serge Bergeron. What does it sound like? I don't know. French. Hit points are going in favour of Apex here, so let's get a pie into the back of the map. See what's going down. Well, Apex looks like they're going for a full-on middle order strat towards the A, trying to take control of that middle ground. Commie's just holding back there. Royal Fatness in the Vickers, well, he's heading out towards the C cap. Apex, wow, they're trying to get that early aggressive position in those ramps there, overlooking the B cap, whilst they're going to take the A cap. That's not a bad strat. It's going to put pressure on Rain, as in cap pressure. So external, however, they're not even staying on the ramps. They're moving forward. External and ammo racks, trying to put pressure onto Dragon Krieg in the Mouse. Hated Fate, Fadu. They're too wide. Mui and Glory have had to rotate back a little bit. TJ has dropped into the sea. Well, Royal Fatness is rolling around the back of the map. Commy is there. He will give him a good hard time, and so will Tommy. So Royal Fatness has got to be a little bit careful. But I'm more interested in what's happening over here because Apex look like they're being... Well, it looked like they were being quite aggressive. External is rotated back down, though, more in a position that he should be in, which is on the ramp. They're now going to take the B cap, so they are really going to pile the pressure onto Rain. Rain, well, they've got it all to do. They've got to now push around. They're going to leave Dragon Krieg in the mouse there, I look. And Wide Mui and a Hated Fate are going to try and get around and put shots into External in ammo racks. Now, ammo racks and External are leaving their position. They're going to push onto Dragon Krieg. So Dragon Krieg here is being pushed. His Royal Fatness is down to a one-shot. Tommy and Tommy giving him a hard time like I thought they would. So Dragon Krieg here is being whittled down. EFXD has come in as well to give some support to External. His Royal Fatness is still alive. He's managed to get out of dodge. It's Dragon Krieg and Fadu now being focused. Dragon Krieg goes down courtesy of Tommy. That is going to free up External in EFXD to push onto Wide Mode. Tommy coming around trying to put a lot of pressure on Fadu. Fadu goes down. Amorax is now a one-shot, 59 hit points, but he's relatively safe. Hated Fate, Glory is coming around to try and help out. Down goes Amorax, but they've lost... Oh, down goes External as well. But now Chips and Aka are coming in to put some pressure onto Glory by looks in it. Or maybe not. They're looking for the IS-4 or Waimoe. TJ is being pummeled by Tommy over there. His Royal Fatness is still alive. There he is. 59 hit points. He's trying to help out Wide Moe here, but Wide Moe is not really... Well, he may be able to. He may be able to hold this, but Chips is coming in. Nice. He's going to put a good side shot in. There he goes. Kami won his battle against TJ. So Wide Moe is down, leaving his Royal Fatness with 59 hit points. Still trying to stay into cover, but it's all over. Apex get it on the caps. Great game by Apex there. Aggressive, good positioning, good focus fire, and really putting Rain on the back foot. So Rain have got to dig deep and change this around if they want to win this final. Apex looking like they really want it. So changing those spawn points here. Apex now on the north spawn. Rain on the south spawn. We'll just wait for them to level up. RU server. Can't do RU server. Because it starts an hour before EU. So... Oh, there's plenty of cover, but plenty of cover for the RU server. But the thing is, I mean, it's mainly for the Russian speakers. Anyway, the teams have readied up. We have Apex, as I said, on the north spawn. We have Kami in a Crown Wagon, Hamo Rax in an E5, Chips in a Crown Wagon, EFXD in a 140, Aka in a Crown Wagon, External in an E5, and Tommy in an IS4. Moving over to Rain. Well, we have TJ in an E5, Fadu in an E5, Glory in an IS4, his Royal Fatness in his trusty Vickers, Wide Moe in an IS4, Dragon Krieg in an IS4, and Hated Fate in a Crown Wagon. I think, yeah, like I was saying, there's plenty of cover for RU, Simbarillo, but they're RU speakers, they're Russian speakers. And we've got Mafodi and Pyroblast as the main wargaming streamers for the tours, but there are plenty of Russian streamers. So, Apex at the moment. My favourite tank is the Mouse Surge. So at the moment we got Apex with one hand on all the cups for the final of PYS number 4. Rain, however, well, they can change that party. They can take it to a decider if they really want to. Hit points, well, Apex are just topping it again. Only slightly though. It's not big. Are they going to be doubly aggressive like they were a minute ago? I mean, they were very aggressive and it worked for them. So it looks like Apex, what are they doing this time? Well, it looks like it's a C-strap with a B-strap overlook. Royal Fatness heading out to the sea, and he's going to be supported by a lot of his team. Looks like Glory, Fadu, TJ are all coming out this way. It looks like it's going to be a middle brawly map. EFXD in the 140 is going to drop into that B cap. He hasn't spotted anything. There he goes, dropping into the B. Whilst his Royal Fatness then drops into C. Amarax, External and Tommy here in their heavies upcoming round. From Royal Fatness has had to drop out of C. He's too much of a risk. TJ gets a smack from Chips as he comes around the corner. At the moment, we've got the whole of Rain over this side, with Fadu Dragon Creed going up, Royal Fatness going in to support them. Wide Moe and TJ carrying on their push through. Wide Moe getting a bit of a smack. Again from Chips. No, that wasn't from Chips, it was from Tommy, I think. Not Tommy, Commy. So Tommy here just rotating back a little bit, trying to get Wide Moe to chase him round. That way he brings him into the guns of External, Commy, Aka and Chips. Chips is getting very aggressive, pushing down towards TJ. And he's trying to get shots into TJ here. It's a bit brawly around the C-cap area. At the moment, I have to admit it, it's Apex who've still got the advantage on the hit points. But only just. They've still got the advantage on those hit points. Dragon Creed is now one shot. Dragon Creed goes down. Amarax will go down here. Fadu should be able to take him out. There he goes. So two tanks, tank down on both sides. Hit points are still in favour. No, hit points are now in favour of Rain. Fadu is a one shot. However, Fadu goes down. Sorry. Yeah, Fadu goes down. Chips is going to go down to TJ by looks on it. I don't think Chips is going to last this one. Ooh, he does! That was a shocker. That was a great shot coming in. Wide Moe, though, takes out Commy. Now, guns on the battlefield. Tommy here giving Wide Moe a hard time. EFXD is going to chase down his Royal Fatness. That's what he's going to do. Royal Fatness is trying to get up behind Chips and put him out of the game. And he will, and he does. So it's 4 on 4. But the hit points are now in favour again with Apex. Oh, Wide Moe goes down, but so does Aka. It's 3 on 2. Glory is very healthy. So is his Royal Fatness, but so is External, and so is Tommy. EFXD will probably go down here. The Royal Fatness. Oh, that mouse is just too sensitive. And he goes down. There we go. It's 2 on 2. But Royal Fatness now, realistically, is a one-shot. And External is going to try and hunt him down. Oh, he tracks him. Is he going to load in time? Royal Fatness tries to get a shot as he rotates out. He's trying to get to safety here. External is trying to get the shot in. Doesn't. But Tommy does. Leaving Glory as the last man standing. Apex are going to win this. It's going to definitely go to Apex. Really well played by them. Good brawling. Good trading. It was a bit sort of sketchy and a bit bitty to begin with. But Apex steadied their focus fire and, you know, played the game spectacularly. Really, really outplayed Rain and deserved the win, to be fair. So congratulations, Apex. You are going to win today the final of PYS number 4, taking all the cups. Like I said, it ain't gonna make much of a change in the top 8, if the truth be known. It was beautiful to watch. And now look at this. This is a Rain sandwich. Chips is telling External to aim. They finally take him down, and well played. GG's to both clans. Can't say better than that. So, you know, not being funny, but Rain played a glorious day today, but they did not deserve to win the final. Apex did. Apex played really well, but both clans gave us some good entertainment. Tommy there, 5.3k damage, and External 4.6. Glory 4.8, so good damage going out there. That's it, realistically, so congratulations to Apex. Thoroughly deserved the win. Commiserations to Rain, but they didn't really put a foot wrong and ain't gonna really change anything at the top of that leaderboard. To be perfectly honest with you, that's it for PYS number 4. We now get a couple of days off before PYS number 5, which is on Monday. So I'd like to thank everybody for joining. Thanks, guys. It's been a great evening again, a lovely talk. Seen some great games, some fantastic moves, and some brilliant individual gameplay. I'm back again later today with my normal streams. So, and then I'm back again on Monday, starting with Asia, then on to EU, and then on to NA. So until then, if I don't see you before, enjoy the rest of your weekend, wherever you may be, and whatever time zone you may be in. I'd like to say a big thank you to the moderators, if there were any, for making the chat a lovely and relaxing and lovely little place. Because it's all about the gameplay, it's not about anything else. We don't come in here to sort of be toxic to each other, we come in to watch the games and let the clans do the talking. So until the next time, guys, I'm going to sign off, I'm going to go to bed. So I do sleep, so there you go. And I'll catch you all again soon. Until then, stay safe, guys, and happy tanking, because that's what it's all about. All about being happy and having fun. Bye for now.